Hey les gens, salut, comment ça va en cet après-midi? Est-ce que vous êtes prêts pour passer toute la fin de l'après-midi, toute la soirée ensemble? Ah ouais, là, c'est de la folie aujourd'hui. C'est Retour vers le futur. J'ai pas pris les pires, hein. Alors, celui-là, va savoir pourquoi je ne peux pas le mettre en français. C'est le seul qui sera en anglais, a priori, hein. Je regarde, non, il n'y a vraiment pas de... Non. Je mets juste ça là. Allez, on va afficher les objectifs.
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise
Hey,
synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Va te coucher, bah dès câlin et bon dodo paloun.
Not me. The car. The car. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this. What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Ow! Doc, what happened to the car?
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the
On va
time
peut-être avoir une
machine.
réponse à une question qu'on se posait depuis longtemps.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You put your dog in a time machine and have a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
J'ai raté.
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
D'accord. Les contrôles sont particuliers. Les contrôles sont un peu particuliers.
Notebook. Got it.
Je trouve que Marty est vachement calme.
Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I detail the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. Is mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times C squared, and the flux dispersal rate is inversely proportional to the form.
Doc, something's way off here. Doc?
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake.
Et merde!
Doc! No!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc!
Ok, non, ça commence super bien, hein. Doc a foiré sa machine à remonter le temps.
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Well, you're safe and
Ah, c'était
sound
juste un
now.
cauchemar.
Back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late!
Ah, donc ça se passe après les films. Oh, bah des câlins, Koaloun, des câlins. Mon Dieu, que d'horloge moche.
Dad! Are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc stuff. The city has no right to.
Now, son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty!
Les choses
Hi,
ne pas être
Biff.
pire. Si.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering. I miss Einstein.
Hey, let me...
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
Et l'attaque des bouts commence.
A fish tank? I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste in decor. I kind of like Doc. I wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
Le clin d'œil.
Doc built this model of downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Can I see that model courthouse for just a second? I need to get something out of it.
Like what? A not guilty verdict? That was a joke.
Oh, ha. But really, can I?
Nah, I think I'll hold on to it.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, look at what we have here.
Oh là là!
Looks
Voilà
like
quelque
plans for
chose.
something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something. Ha!
Oh merde.
Feels like that was a lifetime ago. Actually, I guess it was.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly. Enough of that junk.
Now, Biff.
Sorry, Marty.
Je vais regarder les objets.
Let's make some noise. Hey, Dad. About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way, but you know where to find me.
Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know...
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son, but the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
On va retourner au niveau du jukebox.
Wait, I got one.
Ah, mais cette fois il a pas posé son truc. Qu'est-ce qu'il est irritant ce bif.
Hey, Biff. I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to get over it and move on.
Never mind.
Ah bah.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Oula.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Je crois qu'il y en a un
Now
qui va
watch
avoir
me
mal
blow
aux
the lid
oreilles.
off this joint.
Whatever you say. Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Pounet.
Doc, where are you?
Ah mon dieu, le v'là. Et voilà Doc. Ou pas. Ou juste la voiture. Juste la voiture qui a pas l'air dans un super état. Je veux une DeLorean.
Doc? Einstein! Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Alors. Voyons voir. Qu'est-ce qui lui est arrivé à notre Doc?
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is. I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now? Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc. This time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc. This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean Biff.
Attends, j'ai retourné dans la DeLorean, des fois que j'ai raté un truc sur quoi je peux appuyer. Pas grand chose. Peut-être sur Einstein. Allons voir Einstein. Qu'est-ce qu'il nous dit?
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
Bon, a priori, je peux juste aller dans la DeLorean.
Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc.
Ça, c'est une bonne question. Le chacha, c'est pas le moment. Le contrôle du personnage est un peu particulier. Non, c'est pas la DeLorean que je veux.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
Tu m'aides vachement le chien.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
Sans bec. J'ai un chien et une chaussure.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
Voilà. Et voilà, on avance. Tout était
Okay,
dans la
now we're
chaussure.
getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie? It's locked.
Step away from the door! Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat! State your business, child! You're making me miss Merv!
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well?
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a A teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
E. Strickland. You aren't related to, Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm his sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes, what's old man what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced for myself, slacker.
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see. A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
Oh mon dieu. Donc il est dans le passé. Là je mise sur il est dans le passé.
Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
Pauvre toutou. Pauvre petit toutou, pauvre petit Einstein. Mon dieu, j'ai un peu peur.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Elle me fait un peu flipper cette vieille. Elle me fait un petit peu
Have
peur.
a seat, Sonny. Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Mon dieu. Il a vraiment l'air de se faire chier dans sa vie.
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Mon dieu.
Yes?
J'en ai connu des comme ça.
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Hi, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But...
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
A speakeasy? In Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised.
Et coucou les Arias.
Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral
Écoute, ça va.
depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town, while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
D'accord, donc là j'en suis à essayer de trouver l'année.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out! Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Merci.
Doing
J'aimerais
some
bien avoir le
stargazing?
droit de fouiller
Oh,
les...
I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Tim Tannen! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Oh mon dieu. Je pense que ce sera plus rapide aussi, mais a priori on n'a pas le droit de torturer les autres personnages.
Oh, the candy looks older than I am. Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
Ah bah je vais pouvoir fouiller les journaux.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture. Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. Alright, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the
Salut,
speakeasy burn
Jérémy.
down? I at least need to know the year.
Non, la vieille harpie c'est pas le bon jeu, ouais.
Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall, Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for commercial development. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
Continue à chercher, hein.
Clint Eastwood plunges to death on runaway train. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
D'accord, donc je pense que je dois aller voir le magasin de vidéos pour savoir quand ils ont ouvert.
Would you mind if I stepped out for a minute? I just remembered a video I've got to return.
Do you have to go? I get so few visitors these days.
but
And I'd
Salut,
hate
Jérémy.
to have
Et
to
à
tell
plus,
my
merci d'être
brother,
passé.
your vice principal in charge of discipline, how rude you were to me. Especially with graduation coming up and all.
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
It's spelled with a U, you illiterate vandal!
Mon Dieu.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
Bon. Il faut essayer de
Excuse
lui
me,
tirer
Miss
vers du nez.
Strickland?
On va essayer de lui tirer vers du nez.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
Following year, as I recall.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah,
Ah, je te
I probably
comprends,
wrote it
Isaïa, je te
myself.
comprends.
I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
On va regarder un hymne. Ah, ça, j'y aurais pas pensé. J'avoue, ça, j'y aurais pas pensé.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Heureusement qu'elle a oublié d'allumer le gaz, hein.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
« 1932.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Ah, magnifique, magnifique. Cette réplique est magnifique.
Miss Strickland? Don't let me keep you from your business.
Donc, je sais quelle année c'était. On va la faire repartir et refouiller dans les journaux.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Mon Dieu, elle me fait peur quand même, hein.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
Didn't I tell you? I got the lead in the school play. We're doing...
Grapes of Wrath?
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck! Who are you playing? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
Effectivement, hein, vu que l'idée c'est de rentrer aujourd'hui.
Ready to go, Einstein?
Bon, de mon côté, c'est qu'on a Einstein pour nous aider.
I've got to turn on the time circuits first. Time circuits, on. Flux capacitor, fluxy. Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Et c'est parti! Tu préfères Einstein à Einstein. Joli, joli. Prévisible et facile aussi, mais ouais. C'est l'heure de retourner dans le passé! Oui, c'est un classique cette blague, c'est un classique. Oh mon Dieu! Magnifique. Ce que j'adore, c'est qu'ils planquent toujours la DeLorean au même endroit. Je sais pas si vous avez remarqué, mais la DeLorean est toujours plantée à l'exact même endroit. Donc nous voilà dans le passé pendant la Prohibition. Et on doit retrouver Doc.
Einstein, where do you go now, boy?
Ah bah on va pas échanger, c'est clair. Bon, on parie qu'il y aura une scène de poursuite avec Biff. Comme d'hab. Je vous laisse un peu profiter des dialogues vu que c'est doublé. Je pense que ça serait redondant que je les redouble par-dessus.
Young man.
On est d'accord.
Excuse me, young man.
Who? Me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man in the street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about
J'ai
it,
trompé
yeah.
d'une journée, le
What's your
con.
opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
There's gotta be some sort of mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
How'd Doc get himself into...
Doc?
Doc is his nickname. I'm good friends with Carl.
You are? Really? Oh, but I need an unbiased opinion for my story. Pretend you don't know him. How would you feel about his heroic act of destruction?
Well, I'm not
Et
so big
salut
on
le
bomb
Porion,
blasts.
bienvenue à toi,
Yes, but
écoute
this
ça
bomb
va.
blasted a speakeasy, the very symbol of lawlessness and corruption. You're all for cleaning up the town, aren't you? Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets? No doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery.
Yeah, tell him, go ahead, make my day.
Make your day what?
Exactly.
Never mind. I'll play around with it and see if I can come up with something better. Mr... May I get your name?
Yeah, it's... Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know, I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no, down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Mon dieu, même quand elle était moins vieille, elle était déjà chiante.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
Je dirais comme d'habitude. Ah ouais, non, mais là, c'est... Donc... On va ici.
Who are you and what do you want?
Can I talk to, Carl Sagan?
Are you his lawyer?
No.
Then scram.
Doc!
Marty,
Doc!
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do
Oh
that?
mon dieu.
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan, right. But what?
Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided, do you?
C'est vrai.
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
C'est un fait.
Why don't we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a pulpy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed.
Bon bah...
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Mais du coup, on fait
Jeez,
comment?
we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me! 1931 me!
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely!
Ça semble cohérent. Ça semble pas plus difficile qu'autre chose.
You know, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your
Oui.
charming self. What I
Bah,
remember,
le jeu se passe
I'm a
après,
pretty
donc c'est
easygoing kid,
pas...
so enlisting me in a scientific
Et comme on
adventure
passe pas
should
sur les
be a
mêmes
piece of
époques, là
cake.
pour l'instant je m'y retrouve, ouais. Là pour l'instant je m'y retrouve.
Okay, well, let's say I
presque.
go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
Oh mon dieu. Oh mon dieu.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
Et autrement, prendre la DeLorean, attacher une chaîne au barreau et faire sauter, les barreaux pour qu'ils se barrent pendant la nuit. Non, je dis ça, je dis rien, mais ça semble pas plus débile qu'autre chose. Le système de déplacement du perso est pas le meilleur que j'ai connu, mais ça reste sympa. Waouh, tu vas me dire que faire un gros trou avec une foreuse nucléaire, c'est discret? Mon dieu.
McFly! Biff?
Kid!
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tanner.
Et voilà! Et voilà! Le classique!
Here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right. That's better. What are you looking at, punk?
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well?
Well, what?
What are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it.
Aw,
Now scram!
you got it, boss.
And don't come out until I
Donc
give
là on
you
est
the
dans les
all
grands
clear.
classiques de Retour vers le futur
I
avec
swear, if even one
Biff
of you mooks could
et...
add 2 plus 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Brown residence.
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse. For we were born only yesterday and know nothing, and our days on earth are but a shadow. Actually, I won't be born for about 40 years.
Ouais, non, c'est un peu ça, hein. C'est vrai qu'un jour j'aimerais savoir pourquoi il y a les Tannen et les McFly qui sont toujours... Voilà. Surtout que je sens qu'on va encore casser le continuum, hein. Mais c'est vrai que c'est un grand classique, là on est totalement dans ce qui pourrait être un scénario d'un Retour vers le futur. Il y a zéro problème là-dessus. Le problème c'est que les bifs ça fait des mauvaises blagues. Ouais mais on aime bien ces blagues. Ah peut-être. Bon, je sais Weinstein, c'est déjà ça. Après le jeu est sympa, c'est pas mal animé.
Don't touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Papa, I mean, Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Non, c'est assez bien respecté là. Hein.
Brown, but I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, H2A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value.
Voilà, trouvé Doc.
What am I missing here? Or do we take H stand to the line up H2A multiplied by the inverse of A might well be equal to A's expectation value. Only if the coefficient of this remains constant and the gravitation constant is variable.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
Mon Dieu.
Hello?
No solicitors!
Oh, no.
J'ai retourné parler à Doc.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Mon Dieu.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Mon Dieu, mais est-ce qu'on pourrait pas avoir des informations, un truc... Un objet? Non, pas le droit.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
Ah, mais je vois pas du tout comment faire.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for. In more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character! Dimensional harmonic oscillator, then, naturally it needs to...
Alors, petit tilt.
By the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value of H.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Alors, a priori, il faut que je joue la carte du scientifique. Je vais aller voir Doc s'il a une idée. C'est tellement pas pratique de naviguer avec ce système. Ce système de navigation est chiant.
Psst, Doc!
Morty, have you found my younger self yet?
Well, I met your younger self.
Great!
And I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections. So I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him. But right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
The Expo?
Yes, the Expo. How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know, h to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
J'ai compris. Il va me falloir la cassette. Enfin, l'enregistreur. On va enregistrer ce qu'il dit pour faire écouter ça à Doc. On va enregistrer ce que dit Doc pour faire écouter ça à Doc. Tout semble totalement logique.
Don't think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. The inverse of A might well be equal to A's
Think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Doc will want to hear this.
D'accord, c'est bon, c'est enregistré. Les déponias, écoute, je note. Et tu peux cliquer sur le lien que Nightbot a publié d'ailleurs pour rajouter la suggestion dans la liste de toutes les suggestions. Dans la liste des jeux qu'on m'a suggéré en point and click. Parce que comme ça, du coup, je m'en souviendrai. Ça, c'est de mon côté. C'est vrai que là, j'anime pas trop parce que c'est assez calme. Puis le jeu s'anime un peu tout seul. Je profite un peu du jeu. C'est bon.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanhoff's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
it'll be fine.
J'aime pas quand il dit que tout va bien se passer. J'aime pas quand il dit que tout va bien se passer. Ça m'inspire pas confiance quand il dit ça. Mais pas du tout. Parce que plus il dit que tout va bien se passer, plus ça veut dire que ça va être le bordel.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator?
Yeah.
Great Scott! If h is a Hamiltonian, then h to the a multiplied by the inverse of h can only be the same as the expectation value for a. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket-powered drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. Part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
No! It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
D'accord, donc je dois trouver mon grand-père. Je dois trouver mon grand-père. On est dans Retour vers le futur, il n'y a pas de doute.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Allez.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the
No.
barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get over eager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions,
Yeah?
you can let me know when they're running low on soup.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh, who?
Non.
Never mind, I'm wrong.
Faut
The
que je
pool
trouve
hall isn't a
des
charity.
indices.
Certainly not.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
I got a book.
Oh, where?
Alors, voyons voir. Voyons voir. Essayons de voir avec qui je peux parler d'autre. Avec qui d'autre je peux parler? Où c'est que je peux trouver d'autres informations?
Hey, cue ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup? Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Mhm. Pas vraiment d'idée là. J'avoue que je séchote un petit peu. Mhm. Non, pas discret, mais bon.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley
Salut,
weren't so
Tisha!
dependent on
Comment
Mr.
ça va?
Tennant's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Bah écoute, ça va. Ça va, ça va. Je galère un petit peu. Je vais voir ce que je dois faire. Mais bon. Pas par là, on va aller de l'autre côté. Salut October, n'hésite pas à repasser. Je pense que j'en ai quand même pour un petit bout de temps là. 5 épisodes, j'ai un petit peu l'impression de pas avancer des masses. J'ai vraiment l'impression de piétiner quoi.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here. How about you? Huh? I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
Alors, peut-être que là je vais prendre des informations.
Hey, I represent United Charities of Hill Valley. Can you authorize me to pick up soup from your establishment and deliver it to some very deserving souls?
Nah, that Strickland dame's got the charity racket pretty much locked up. No point in giving her competition.
Edna Strickland thinks your soup kitchen might not be on the up and up.
That dame gets on my nerves. Got a great pair of gams, though.
How come you won't let the Stay Sober Society hold their meeting in the cellar of your soup kitchen?
We got other plans for that cellar, and it don't necessarily involve staying sober.
I guess you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut ball.
Le mec sympa.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, break time's over. Back to work.
About Arthur McFly.
Yeah?
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Well, where's the office?
I forget.
So, when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
So, one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? Hanging on to my peanut ball.
I sure could go for some peanuts.
Lucky for you, I'm in a giving mood.
Donc, je vais avoir un truc à faire.
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
What'd you do?
C'est obligatoire. Il manque juste le skate. Il manque juste le skate.
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett!
Mon Dieu.
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen. Ow! Fix me up!
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
C'est bien, j'ai un chapeau. Maintenant, qu'est-ce que je peux faire d'autre? On va tenter avec Anna, lui demander de livrer de la soupe.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
We can meet in the park.
No, that's no good. Too many of the members sleep in the park.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
No, I was just asking to make sure. I got a book.
Si j'allais parler à Emmett.
This subpoena's for Arthur McFly?
Have you seen him?
For a few seconds in the soup kitchen, but I think he's gone back into hiding.
Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
How about Kid Tannen? What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Yep, that's a Tannen, all right. This might be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed your rocket-powered drill to run on fuel that, you know, isn't illegal?
Illegal? What does law have to do with science? Science has its own laws. You, of all people, should know that.
You have to deliver a lot of subpoenas?
Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs. He wants to expose me to different kinds of people. All he's exposed me to is a lot of new curse words.
If serving subpoenas is such dirty work, why don't you just say no?
Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job?
You could get shot.
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll get if I mouth off to my pop.
We'll get that subpoena delivered, or my name isn't...
Michael Corleone!
Yeah! My grandpa may be a little wimpy, but he's got great taste in hats.
Bon, une idée. Ah, bien vu. Bien vu, bien vu. On va tenter ça.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please, tell your friend Emmett we accept. The meeting isn't due to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The Stay Sober Society.
Bless you for thinking of them. But that meeting isn't scheduled to start for a little while. And we wouldn't want them eating cold soup.
I got a book.
Donc, retour vers Emmett.
We'll get that subpoena delivered.
Ah, je suis un peu paumé là. Je suis un petit peu paumé, je vous avouerai que j'ai un petit peu beaucoup la tête dans le cul aussi. D'accord. Donc maintenant, il faut que je m'arrange pour que ce soit de l'alcool à la place des barils de soupe. On va y arriver, hein. On va y arriver.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Could I have a bowl of soup?
You're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribollita?
I was gonna say week-old
Quoique,
cabbage.
non, j'ai quand même essayé
Everyone's a
d'éviter, mais
critic.
bon.
Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried... parsley? It might help to, complement the mellow flavor of the cabbage.
Compliment the mellow... What are you talking about?
Trust me.
Voilà, c'est toujours mieux
You
qu'un
might be
galère
onto
pour son.
something, kid. Let me see what I got. The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa! Okay. Hey, never mind.
Attends, je vais voir si je peux faire le tour par l'autre côté. La réponse est non.
Nice rack.
Yeah, we got all kinds of culinary enhancements back there.
It's kind of blocked off there, isn't it?
Yeah, but what can you do?
Okay, I've got some more ideas about your soup.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried... giving the soup a little heat, maybe?
Why, is it getting cold?
No, I mean, like chili powder. Muy caliente.
Oh, bit of a tough guy, huh? Actually, I like it spicy too, but it's gotta be edible for the common folks.
Come on, a little dash isn't gonna kill anyone.
Ah, heck. You got moxie, kid. Let's spice it up a bit, shall we?
Comment est-ce que je vais faire mon truc, quoi? Comment est-ce que je peux faire mon truc?
This hat belongs to my grandfather.
Le mettre peut-être?
Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Obviously, this kitchen isn't the speakeasy.
Indeed. This must be some sort of front meant to cleverly and legally obfuscate the existence of a hidden establishment of ill repute. Perhaps in the basement.
Right. That might explain the elevator. Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids' goons aren't gonna let us do an experiment on their barrels.
No, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety, right. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Ah, j'ai trouvé. J'ai compris.
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
Voilà. What the fuck? What the fuck? Pardon? Pardon? Oh Oh non, c'est dégueulasse. Oh non. Oh non. Oh non, mais sérieusement. Encore un truc à quoi fallait penser.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help. Emmett.
Yes?
Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
Pause CPM, non, pas tout de suite. On va avancer un peu. Dans un petit quart d'heure.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Mais merde, j'ai raté mon coup. Bon, je vais mettre qui est sur la blague. Je vais mettre qui est sur le coup. Est-ce que ça va le faire? Ou est-ce que je vais encore faire un truc tordu pour qu'il ouvre la porte?
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
On lui a quand même demandé de mettre du chili dedans. Hein. Il va finir par arracher sa soupe. Ah ben voilà.
More soup?
Please. And tell Kid that soup or no soup, he's not fooling anyone.
Ben voilà.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow.
Et voilà. Je peux aller de façon plus automatisée, parce que c'est vrai que là, le truc qui est pas pratique, c'est le déplacement dans ce jeu.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The Stay Sober Society.
That's right. They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate, and we haven't provided refreshments. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett, volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Huh? Wait there! Michael! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
They're sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
They'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but...
But what?
But it's still impossible.
But think of the Stay Sober Society. What'll happen to them?
They can all fall off the wagon for all I care.
But I promised Miss Strickland. It means so much to her.
The answer is still no.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No. I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait!
Et c'est bon, on s'en sort.
You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face. Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett. Now all we gotta do is serve that subpoena, and we're off to build your rocket drill.
And get my patent.
Yeah, your patent.
Alors... Petite astuce. Pourquoi j'y ai pas pensé plus tôt? Ça c'est mon problème avec réutiliser un truc que j'ai déjà utilisé.
Hey honey, come here for a sec, boy. Hey boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Et voilà, on a le chapeau.
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out.
Ah bah. Tiens, piqué sur cette maison. C'est étonnant, hein. Cette maison me dit quelque chose.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know!
Hey Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
We've got some important information for you, but we can't yell it. It's private.
Then put it in a postcard and send it. I'm stuck up here till the boss tells me I can leave. Sorry. Some other time.
Mm-hmm.
What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
Eh Manu, tu descends. Ouais, pourquoi faire quoi? Je sais pas, tu descends. C'est un peu ça, hein. On est en train de essayer de lui faire un Manu, tu descends.
We've got something for you.
It's a
subscription to the Accountant Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
No, right.
I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry, some other time.
On va tenter de lui rendre son chapeau. Vous en pensez quoi? On va tenter le chapeau.
I'll give it back to him after I give him the subpoena. It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
I'm your mother's great-nephew.
You mean my second cousin?
Yeah.
Glad to know you, but I can't leave this building till the boss says so. He's given strict orders. Sorry, some other time.
Oh bah des câlins quoi, Loon, des câlins. Ah, j'ai pas d'idée là. Ah bah oui, je dois lui ramener de la soupe. Ce qu'il veut, c'est de la soupe. Il veut un ordre. J'ai mieux que de la soupe. Alors, on va voir comment je vais pouvoir faire ça.
Well, well, look who's back. They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship. Get 'em, Matches. Down from there, you... What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now! Don't make me
I don't think
angry,
they're in a talkative
Smucko!
mood right
Get
now.
down here and face the music!
I don't think they're in a talkative mood right now.
You can't get away that easy. Nobody puts one over on...
Einstein, help!
Lay off! Get away from me, you crazy nut!
Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, scram. Hey!
Et voilà!
Where'd he go?
You let him get away, idiot!
Et voilà! Non, c'était assez simple, hein, celle-là d'énigme. Cette énigme-là était assez simple. Donc maintenant, barrons-nous tranquillement. Retournons voir le grand-père. Pour lui refiler. On va le faire descendre, hein, vu qu'il ne descendra pas sur les ordres de son chef. Pas de Tannen. On va le faire descendre sous les ordres de Tannen.
What now?
little runt. Get down here right now.
It's Kid. Right away, boss. Where's Kid?
Arthur McFly?
Yeah?
Got something for you.
Thanks. A subpoena?
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
You can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest! But Kid'll kill me. Stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh.
Bon. Je crois que c'est le bordel.
Well, we've served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
Doc! I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good. Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
Oh, s'en sort. Et quelque chose me dit que c'est pas fini.
Are you sure this is gonna work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Well, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
Oh, hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows.
C'est pas des degrés Kelvin, merde!
Emmett? Why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction. I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry. I'll try to help you out where I can.
But...
coming, Father! Father!
Don't you father me, child!
I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet.
You don't know what
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Don't you turn your back on me!
Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine.
You don't know what
What did you do?
Emmett, who are you talking to in there?
No one, Father. You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under.
You don't know what
Just pay attention to what I say.
Emmett, I'm not through with you yet.
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
J'ai raté quelque chose. J'ai dû rater quelque chose.
You don't know what someday
thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
D'accord.
What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start. Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere?
Someday you are going to know. You have to learn.
Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett,
Et
get
voilà.
back here.
Il suffisait d'écouter ce qu'il disait.
You're going to find
Why
out.
won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
I hope someday you have children and you will look.
By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself? Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father?
You're going to find out when you get older.
I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around. Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
Emmett! You're going to find out.
There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father.
You have children and
Et salut Rascalem, bienvenue.
This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
You're going to find out.
This isn't food for thought.
Ouais, cette
Pop.
blague, elle va finir
It's
par créer
gruel.
un problème dans le continuum, c'est clair. Hein.
Stop being such a crank! Why should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common back. Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Emmett!
Pas évident.
You're going to find
Is
out.
it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes?
I hope someday you have children and you will
You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years.
Donc là, je me concentre sur ce qu'il raconte. Hein.
If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards.
I hope someday you have children and you will look.
Raté. Des fois, je
What'd you
comprends.
do?
Emmett!
J'ai du mal à savoir sur quoi je dois appuyer. Les associations d'idées, c'est pas
Getting
mon
so
truc.
hot under the collar, Pop.
On va finir par arriver, hein. C'est un mini-jeu
Maybe
un
I
peu chiant.
just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it.
Mais merde. Bah, je sais pas, moi, l'air chaud, c'était la pression à lâcher, mais non, c'était le feu à mettre.
Pay attention to what I say.
Emmett! You're going to find out.
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
I hope someday you have children and you will look.
This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel. This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. Law? What use is a microorganism for law? There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father.
When you get older.
Ah, halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work.
Ok.
Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
You didn't like it here.
By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself? What are they feeding you?
Ah, chier, pas le bon.
I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't
Ouais,
a
on va y
liar.
arriver.
You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top.
Your mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man.
Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right.
Are you trying to spin this argument around to my failings? Emmett,
You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years.
What will it take to light up?
Almost there.
Emmett!
On y arrive, on y arrive. Je viens de comprendre qu'il faut que je fasse gaffe.
Why must you always scatter condescension my way?
Ah merde, pas le bon. Des fois je suis un peu de la merde. Hein.
Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
Emmett!
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? Why are you always bellowing at me? You really want to vent our dirty laundry in...
Mais merde, pas le bon. Des fois mon cerveau fait des associations bizarres. On va y arriver, il n'y a plus qu'une fois le combo à
Listen to the words
réussir.
I'm emphasizing.
Emmett!
Et je fais un peu beaucoup de la merde. Je fais un peu beaucoup de corps à corps.
I don't know it's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet. Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. Do I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue?
Wait till she...
You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? Pressuring me to be something I'm not. Why should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's cruel. I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father. Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop.
You are going to learn, boy. You learn!
I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
C'est bon, on a réussi.
You okay? You and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago. We... No! Oh,
What?
Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket power drill and you and I can
take it and go.
But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Michael, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
Oh, in about, I'd say... I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the patent office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you, but I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it. I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Mais je doute que ce soit suffisant pour finir le chapitre. J'aimerais bien.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Mr. Corleone! You're too late!
Too late? The Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
Et oui, c'est pas fini.
Paddy wagon intercepted, suspect slain, and they're still after him. How am I gonna rescue him now? At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece.
Mon Dieu, un vélo à remonter le temps. Ça sent... Oui, totalement. Ah oui. Oh oui, l'idée de merde. Oh, quelle est belle l'idée de merde. Quelle est belle cette idée de merde.
You're still in danger, Doc. I'm gonna get you out of here.
What's that?
I said you're still in danger.
Never mind, never mind. Get me out of here, and we'll talk later.
They're locked.
I know!
What's he doing here? Why on earth would I want to whack that with a tire iron? Kid Tannen's driving the truck.
Tannen? That explains a lot.
Can't break the lock.
There's a key, but it's probably up front.
I'll be back.
I'll wait right here.
Il y a des indices. Oh mon Dieu, quelle idée de merde.
Why on earth would I want to whack that with a tire iron? think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good.
Merci, mais j'ai essayé.
Gotta set up a distraction.
Oh mon Dieu.
I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. I don't want to mess up my picture of Dad like that. I need a distraction.
Leave it to me! Hey, driver! You're driving too fast! Watch how you take those curves! I object to your tone of voice, and I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable. Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver! Don't ignore me!
You! Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Street.
How did you know that?
I have my sources.
Non, j'ai les clés.
Stand back,
On va y
Doc.
arriver.
Party! Oh!
Eat lead, Sagan! Ow! Son of a bitch!
Oh! This is a rescue!
That's the idea.
Totalement ça, au fond de la plage.
Doc! Look!
The throttle.
What? Oh!
Ah bah oui, c'est obligatoire. Le truc à caca. Oh non. Ah, je suis déçu. Ah, je suis déçu. Alors, c'est vrai qu'il est pas trop dur.
Doc, are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, but I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Oh non!
Great Scott!
Oh non! To be continued! Voilà!
What's happening?
I don't know.
Ah, c'est un ascenseur.
Have to be careful not to run into ourselves.
Hey, fellas.
All right, McFly. Let's go see the boss.
History says Tanner will be arrested by a rookie cop by the name of Danny Parker.
I fear that nothing will save Hill Valley from